And then performance, hitting spin from an average standpoint, a number standpoint has been, I know you talked about the power outage a couple weeks ago, but just hitting the amount of spin that you guys are seeing seems to be a tremendous challenge. What is the antidote to that?
Get better at it. And if we don't get better at it, find players that can do it. It's that simple. Keep practicing it. It's hitting breaking balls. And again, this goes back to the time of, Christy Mathewson. Hitting breaking balls is not easy. And, there are numerous teams and players in our league can handle the ones that hang in the middle of the plate. Nobody hits the good ones very well. And right now we're not hitting either of them. And I don't think it's limited to just spin. We're so focused on the spin that we're allowing ourselves to slump versus fastballs very often. And, that's not helpful either. So it's sometimes the best way out of the hole is to focus on the thing you do best. And, what we have done best and when we have been good, we eliminate pitches. We focus on the middle of the plate. We don't chase. These are all things that have been staples of our offense for a number of years. And right now we're doing all of those things. We are chasing. We are not focusing on the middle of the plate. We are struggling with the breaking ball that is there to hit. And, it's the only thing you can control, as I've said, week after week, is the pitch you swing at. And I think Tuesday night's game is very indicative of what happens when you swing at the wrong pitches.
Yeah, so actually I was just about to take you back to Tuesday night for a moment. Not that, anybody wants to journey back there. But when you said that the execution in the 10th was as problematic as it was, I assume you were referring to the 10th and that opportunity that was presented there in that inning. How was the approach there different from what you want it to be? What was specifically going wrong there?
I won't even limit it to just the 10th inning, bases loaded and nobody out. It's about contact. It's about finding a way to get something you can elevate, hit something into the outfield grass. It's situational baseball. But it runs so much deeper than that, for our team and our struggles, and especially of late. And we have the frustration that you see boiling up with our team. It comes from losing games in the way we're losing them. You can't as a bullpen, and we have a very good bullpen. You can't as a bullpen come in and walk 5 guys in 5 innings. That's just, you're giving the other team opportunity. You're costing yourselves depth the next day, which Reard had said yesterday when we didn't have the bullpen to tap into. It's little things that stack up on one another. And when you look up and here in the 3rd week of June, we lead the league in 1-run losses. We lead the league in extra inning games. We actually lead the league in hitting balls within 5 feet of the wall without being a home run. We find ways to create frustration. And that really boiled to the top on Tuesday evening. With that bases loaded situation, you flatten out, you get a little wider in the box, you find a way to put the bat on the ball and get something you can lift, not go up there and rush through at bat, swinging at the first thing you see. And it's been problematic for us throughout the year. There's a reason why we've struggled the way we have with runners in scoring position, especially, in this last series here with the Nationals. It's about the pitches we swing at. And until our players start swinging at better pitches, we're going to continue to struggle.
Jerry, from a team building standpoint and kind of going back to the off season, how do you account in your job for regression?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And, we sit here and we talk about draft picks right now. We're situating ourselves for the draft here at the All-Star break. None of them, or few of them, are going to turn out to be exactly what you think. It's the same way when you're building a team. You're reliant on players' track records. You're reliant on what their skill set suggests they will do based on age and I guess closest proximity. More recent performance. So we're not counting on A.J. Pollock to do the things he was doing in 2015. We're counting on A.J. Pollock to do something similar to what he was doing a year ago, or in September of a year ago. You try to thin it down or whittle it down to a skill set. What does this player do well? And then you build a puzzle, and we're trying to build a puzzle that allows us to succeed up and down the lineup, versus rights and versus lefts, defensively, on the bases. And, we are a team that is built on role players. We have, a great need for players to play the role that they play. And right now we have many who just haven't. And, it's not single players. It is, as I've said, and I think I said it last week, it is a collective struggle. And, the way we'll get out of it, I still believe that there's a lot of season left, and our best chance for resolving our struggle is for good players to start doing the things that they've done, and they've done for us in the past. Now, some of the players that we have, we're built on a roster that is largely 20-somethings, and we shouldn't be struggling to survive the way we are with the talent that we have, and unfortunately, that's the position we've put ourselves in.